and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone, the slow and short series. I'm Carol. I'm glad you've joined us today. In this series, we'll move our bodies a little more slowly, and the classes will be shorter. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget it's free. I'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment. In today's practice, we're going to explore poses to reset for the new year. It's a great time to reset our mind and body, breathe into the new year, and get ready for all its possibilities. You'll only need a chair for today's practice, and let's get started. So we're going to take just a moment to feel our feet grounded to the earth. So connect to those feet, feel them equally weighted on the floor. Same thing about your sits bones. So you feel yourself equally weighted on that chair, not leaning one way or the other. Now, if it feels okay, we're going to flip our palms up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes, or just soften your eyes, meaning that you're just going to take your eyes and look down. Not your head, just your eyes. Feel the rhythm of your natural breath as you inhale and exhale. And let's take that breath a little deeper. See if you can inhale a little more deeply and exhale a little more completely. Bring your hands to your heart and set your intentions for today's practice. Bring your hands back down to your thighs, open your eyes, and we're going to look to the right. Let's look center, and then look the other way. And look center. We're going to do that one more time. See if you can look just a little bit more further over that shoulder, but gently. And look center, and let's go the other side. And center. Very, very good. We're going to move into mountain pose. We're going to start with our hands down by our side. Fingertips are pointing down towards the floor. Abdominals are tight, so keep that belly button pulled in towards your spine. Keep your shoulders down out of the ears. Let's move to goal post arms. Bending at the elbows, also called goddess arms. We're going to squeeze our shoulder blades behind us. Let's release that, and we're going to take our hands to the ceiling. Now with your left hand, grab your right wrist, lengthen up towards the ceiling. Then we're going to lean. Now as you lean, keep this hip on the chair. Let's come up. Let's grab the other wrist. Lengthen towards the ceiling first. Then lean your mountain. Let's come back up to this top, hands to the ceiling, and we're going to release that and place your hands down in your lap. Okay, next we're going to move into a pose called Half Lord of the Fishes. You're going to take your right knee and open it. Okay, so you have one knee facing me, and you have one knee facing the other wall. You should feel an the stretch on the inside of those legs. Do you feel that? Okay. Now you're going to take your left hand and you're going to bring it across your body all the way to the chair. Okay? Now lengthen through the spine, crown of the head to the ceiling, and you're going to turn and look over the back of your chair. Let's release that. Do you feel the stretch right in the center of the body? Right? Let's do that again. Hand comes across the body, grabs the chair, lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling, turn, and look over the back of your chair. Let's release that. Go ahead and face forward. Can we do that on the other side? Let's do it. Let's open that leg first. Okay, so you've got one knee facing me, one knee facing that opposite wall. Right hand this time comes across the body, grabs the chair, crown of the head to the ceiling, turn, look over the back of your chair. Let's release that, and we're going to do it one more time. Here we go. All the way across the body, grab the chair, lift the crown of the head to the ceiling, turn and look over the back of your chair. Let's release that and face forward. Let's grab a sip of water. We're going to come to a standing position behind our chair. So we're going to take our hands, interlace the fingers behind your back. Okay, do you see what I've done there? I've interlaced my fingers and it's just behind my back. Now from here, I want you to push your knuckles down towards the floor. Do you see what's happening? Is my chest is opening. So we're just breathing, some nice deep breaths. One more breath here. And let's release that and take just a moment before we add on. Okay, let's do that again. Interlace your fingers, push the knuckles down towards the floor, open up into the heart. And release. Okay. Now we're going to bring both of our arms open wide. Palms are facing forward. You're going to bring your arms across, hug yourself. Lift your elbows. Now, if this works for you, you're going to look up as you lift your elbows a little bit higher. And then you're going to bring those elbows back down. Let's do that again. Can we add the breath? We're going to inhale. We're going to lift those elbows up as we look up. And exhale, we're going to bring those elbows back down and release. How did that feel? So one thing to notice is which arm, when you crossed, which arm was on top, because now we're going to do it again And let's have that other arm on top. Open. Cross and hug yourself. Inhale as you lift those arms up. The elbows are coming up. See if you can look up towards the ceiling if that feels okay for you. If not, you're just looking out. Bring those arms back down. All right, let's do that again, adding the breath. Inhale as we go up. Exhale as we come down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Beautiful. And release. We're going to move to the side of our chair. And then we're facing the seat of the chair. Okay? Hold on. That's fine. Now, you know what? I'm going to change my mind on this. I want us to do one from behind the chair first and see how that feels. Then we're going to move to the side of our chair. Okay? So let's move back to the back of our chair again. My hands are on the chair here, and we're going to take a step back. So my arms are very long, but they're still on the chair. Okay, are we ready? Pull your belly in. We're going to let that heart fall forward. We've got the support of that chair. This is a forward fold. All right, now bend your knees, roll up to a standing position. See, did that feel okay on your back? Let's do that again. Inhale, extend the spine long. Exhale, forward fold. Let's bend our knees and roll up. Okay, so that is a great version of a forward fold. And if you want to stick with that version, stay behind your chair and continue doing that version. If you're with me, we're going to come to the side of our chair and we're going to face the seat of the chair. Okay? Take a little step back because you're going to want some space. We're going to hinge forward and we're going to place our hands in the seat of the chair. Bring your weight forward. Okay? How does that feel? We just have one more breath here. Let's go ahead and come back and roll it back up. Now, if you're behind the chair, you're doing the same thing. You just have your hands on the back of the chair instead of the seat. Okay, so now we're going to do that again. And I will tell you, if you begin to have issues with your wrists, you can be on your fists. You can keep the wrists straight. The other thing is you can come onto your forearms. So I'm going to show you all of those options and you pick which one you prefer. Okay? We're hinging. We're coming forward. We're going to place our palms in the chair and bring our weight forward. Or you're going to have your hands in a fist with your weight forward. Or you're going to have your forearms on the chair. You've got three options there. All three are great. Okay. Whichever option you have, you're going to look down at your chair. Then take your right hand, lift it off the chair and touch your chest. Place that hand back on the mat on the chair. Lift your other hand and reach up and touch your chest. Place that hand back on the chair, bend your knees, and roll it up nice and slow. How did that feel? So that was a forward fold with a downward facing puppy. How fun is that, right? Let's come back to seated. And grab a sip of water. We're going to do some elbow circles. Place your fingertips on your shoulders. Inhale and send those elbows up and forward. See if you can bring them together so that they kiss each other. Now we're going to take those elbows up towards the ceiling. So you should feel a nice stretch, right? You feel that? Yeah. All right, now bring your elbows back behind. It's like you're pinching a pencil between your shoulder blades. And then you're going to let your elbows fall to the floor. So this is just like feeling the weight of the elbows onto the tops of those shoulders. Do you feel that? Let's nod our head yes. Shake our head no. And nod our head yes. All right, let's go ahead and release that. Just take a moment. And then we're going to reverse it. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's place those hands right on those elbows. Now we're going to bring them back. Let's squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. And take them up towards the ceiling. Then you're going to bring them forward and try to touch them together. Don't worry if the elbows don't touch. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just give that a go, right? And then let those elbows fall down. You're holding on to the shoulders. Let's nod our head yes. And shake our head no. And nod our head yes. Can we do that one more time in each direction? Let's do it. Up we go. Touch them together. Elbows to the ceiling. Bring them out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Down they go. And reverse it. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind. Up they go to the ceiling. Forward. Touch. And down. Let's do one more nod. Head nod yes. And head shake no. And release. How'd that feel, right? Kind of good there on the shoulders. Okay, so now we'll do staff pose. And this looks like a very, very simple pose, and it is simple, but you can make as much out of it as you want. So as we sit, we call this grounding our sits bones to the chair. So we did this at the beginning too. So feeling your weight equally weighted on the chair. Place your hands under your arms and lift up through the chest. The crown of the head is towards the ceiling. So your belly is tight, you're lifting up. Now, you're going to let go with your hands. Try to maintain that lifted sensation. Place your hands on the chair, maintaining that extended lift. Do you feel that? One more breath and release. Ooh, how'd that feel? Can we do that again? I like it. Let's do it again. All right, so grounding our sits bones. Let's place those hands under our arms. Lift, belly tight, crown of the head to the ceiling. Let's place those fingertips on the chair, maintaining that lifted sternum, working it, and release. See what I mean? You can get as much out of that particular pose as you want, or you can just kind of hang out. Either is doable, but preferable to maintain that lifted sternum. So now we're going to do a little bit of a twist here. So it's super gentle. It should be okay on your back. We're just going to take our hand and we're going to place it on the opposite knee. The other hand is going to come back to our chair, and we're going to lengthen nice and long through the spine. Pull that shoulder back, turn and look. One more breath, and we're going to face forward. We'll do that on the other side, and then we're going to repeat it, okay? So this hand is going to come to the outside of that opposite knee. Other hand is back by the chair, on the seat of the chair, extending through the spine. Bring this shoulder back, then turn and look over that shoulder. One more breath and release. You can keep doing that version if you wish. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to cross my leg over. So my left leg is on top of my right. My left hand is going to come to the outside of that leg. The other hand is back on the chair behind me. Lengthen through the spine. Now, I'm going to pull my shoulder back and I'm going to turn and look, but at the same time, I'm going to press against this leg. So I've got a little more of a stretch as I twist. Let's release. Undo your legs, and then we're going to cross the other way. This hand is on the outside of that knee. Other hand is back on the chair behind you. Lengthen through the spine. Pull that shoulder back. Turn and look. And if you want to press gently with your hand against the leg, you might feel a little more twist, only if it feels okay for you. And release. Let's go ahead and undo our legs. Sit back in your chair. You can lean back if you wish. Place your hands on your thighs. Flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes or soften your eyes and breathe.
This time, you've been here before. It's time to stop doing this to yourself. You know what got you here. You know how much work you have to do to get back on course. This time, you have to do that work again. As you do, consider all the good possibilities you must give up or delay while you correct the situation you've gotten yourself into. You will make things better because you must. Then you'll have the opportunity and sufficient determination to never make the same unforced error again. Take that opportunity. Nurture that desperate sense of determination into lasting inspiration, into permanent improvement in the way you handle your life. You know where you went wrong, and you know you're never going to let it happen again. That's a very good thing, and it's yours to earn this time, right now.
Let's take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Go ahead and open your eyes. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And drop your chin towards your chest. Go ahead and look to the front of the room. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. Give me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And I will see you next time.